Hello, we are on Isaiah 2. Hopefully I'm saying this loud enough. I mean, if not, I'll listen to it and then reread it again. Like I said, I am reading from the Institute for Scripture Research. It's the direct translation between the languages to English, not through 20,000 different languages straight to English. That's what the Roman Empire did when they got the idol names. Okay, so Isaiah 2, the word that Yeshayahu, which I said in my last video, if you guys watched that, I'm totally going to butcher these names, and I'm sorry. The word that Yeshayahu, the son of Amoz, saw concerning Yehuda and Jerusalem, and it shall be in the later days that the mountain of the house of Yah is established on the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow to it. And many people shall come and say, Come and let us go up to the mountain of Yah, to the house of the Elohim of Jacob, and let him teach us his ways, and let us walk in his paths. For out of Sion comes forth the Torah, and the word of Yah from Jerusalem. And he shall judge between the nations, and shall reprove many peoples, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither teach battle any more. O house of Jacob, come and let us walk in the light of Yah, for you have forsaken your people, the house of Jacob, because they have been filled from the east and practice magic like the Philistines, and they are pleased with the children of foreigners. And their land is filled with silver and gold, and there is no end to their treasures, and their land is filled with horses, and there is no end to their chariots. And their land is filled with idols. They bow themselves to the work of their own hands, to what their own fingers have made. That's like me making a pillow and then bowing to the pillow as if it is better than me. And the lowly bows down, and the high is humbled, therefore you do not forgive them. Enter into the rock and hide in the dust because of the fear of Yah and the splendor of his excellency. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, the pride of men shall be bowed down, and Yah alone shall be exalted in that day. For Yah of hosts has a day against all that is proud and lofty, against all that is lifted up, so that it is brought low. And against all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and against all the oaks of Bashan, and against all the high mountains, and against all the hills that are lifted up, and against every lofty tower, and against every strong wall, and against all the ships of Tarshish, and against all the desirable craft. And the loftiness of men shall be bowed down, and the pride of men shall be brought low, and Yah alone shall be exalted in that day, and the idols completely passed away. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth, from dread of Yah and the splendor of his excellency, when he arises to shake the earth mightily. In that day man shall throw away his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each for himself to worship, to the moles and bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks, and into the crags of the rugged rocks, because of the fear of Yah and the splendor of his excellency, when he arises to shake the earth mightily. Cease from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for in what is he to be reckoned upon?